Zach and Fatima are preparing for their baby shower. Leslie is ratcheting up the crazy, and Angela is considering losing weight. What's good, y'all? This is Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another ZATIMA video. And in this one, I'm going to be breaking down season 4, episode number 7. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my ZATIMA content and conversations. And y'all, I think this breakdown is going to be a little bit different. So I guess brace yourself. I didn't enjoy watching this episode, and not in the same way of like I've struggled with the storytelling in the Sisters universe for quite a few seasons now. I didn't like this episode specifically for the harmful narratives that it is pushing forward for Black women in life and love. Let's start with Fatima. Zach and Fatima are heralded as goals, and they are clamored over online and within the Sisters fandom. People swear everybody wants to be them, everybody wants a relationship like them, and this will be quintessentially on top on my list for the relationships that I actually do not want. And the more I see the relationship play out, the more I'm affirmed of that. Zach is the type of partner who has been overly normalized to perform things, perform partnership, perform love, perform manhood, perform fatherhood. And when you are so caught up in the performance of it all, you tend to not actually have the substance behind the performance to actually sustain said relationship as if you were really operating in that space. When I look at the top of the episode, Fatima's getting dressed. She ain't put down these damn heels, even though she said her feet hurt, and he's trying to help her get into, the shoes and then get up. That is no problem. It's cool. But over the course of the conversation that they have in this moment, Zach is continuously saying, let me know what I can do to help you. Let me know what I can do to help you. But she's already been on you about the garbage, about the dishes, about the laundry. And he immediately dismisses that. Oh, well, not about that. I'm trying to help you in other ways. And it's like when somebody is in need of help, in need of support, and whether y'all want to believe it or not, when women are pregnant, they're technically disabled. You are in limited mobility and you are not functioning in the full capacity that your body normally can. So technically your ass is damn disabled. So you actually do need the help. The fact that he picks and chooses what he deems helpful to her, even though she's explicitly saying what would be most helpful to her, it boggles my mind, but it also rings very true to how a lot of quote unquote normal relationships function. And they only function like this under the guise of normalcy because we have been normalized to do it, because we've been normalized to accept it. The fact that we are not watching Zach at any point register how much of a load it would take off of her if she never had to worry about the laundry again throughout the rest of this pregnancy. If she never had to ask you to take the garbage out again through the rest of this pregnancy, at least. If there were certain things that she's already communicated to you have stressed her out, whether right, wrong, or indifferent in reference to the level in which they stress her out, if you would just jump ahead and take care of it, how much of a load would that be off of her back, off of her mind, off of her emotional state? But because you don't deem it valuable, because you don't want to be, I guess, associated with those tasks, because maybe you as a man see those as women tasks, you won't step in and help in that way. But you're also talking out the side of your neck saying that you want to be helpful to her while also denying her the help that she's asking for. And then inserting yourself in ways that she's not asking for, because those acts of kindness and those acts of help and service you deem actual help, and you want to be seen doing that so that you can feel like you're a great potential husband and you're a great boyfriend. All the while you're not. All the while you are still adding stress to her. And it's little moments like that like I said, reaffirm what I have already known and spoken about when it comes to Zach. And it's just it's so interesting, because I can't even fault the writing for it, because this is also how it goes down a lot in relationship. This is how I've seen men show up in relationship within my family, former friends, because my friend group looks a lot different now that I have lived through certain things and just align myself with different people who operate differently. So I can't even say that what is written is untrue, but my issue is what is written is reinforcing something that's not actually working, and specifically underserving Black women. And I hate that for us, because we're the target demographic of ZATIMA. We are the largest audience base for ZATIMA and sisters. And meanwhile, we're constantly getting put in a position to be shown in this type of circumstance without any type of offer of additional commentary or critique. Like, there's nothing to compete with Zach. There's nothing to offer even a new ideology so that the audience can make a choice of which option looks appealing. There's no healthy relationship. There's no man within this space, and I'm including Preston in this because he very much so gives Zach's lapdog, which I'm gonna get to. There's no man within this space that actually gets a good enough screen time to offer a counterpoint to how Zach is showing up, so that even if the show itself isn't making a definitive statement on this is the type of relationship that you should have, it offers up a myriad of options so that people can look and see what feels better to them, what looks better to them, what seems better to them. It's only Zach all the time, and with him as the marquee next to Fatima, it's almost as if indirectly they're saying that this is how your relationship should work, and this is how toxic ass relationships work. This is how relationships that push Black women into burnout work. This is how marriages are built and families are built on the back of Black women who are deeply underserved and never fully actualized once they partner up with some man who has a very narrow view on how he's going to show up in the world, and that view does not include actually being of service to his partner. Hate it. Hate everything about it, but it just is what it is. Now, Fatima in this episode goes to work, and Angela pops up on her at the parking garage, and she's like startled because of the visions that she's seeing, and also the toy that was left. And they start to talk about Leslie, and then this is when Angela finally reveals that Leslie popped up at the house after the repass and the shooting tied to that, which is something that Fatima didn't actually know. Fatima sees Leslie at the law firm later on and is not really sure that she actually saw her, because by the time that she gets out of the conference room, she's no longer there, but we know that she's there. And like, child, Leslie, I'm gonna need you to get it together, girl, but I know that you're not. My biggest note about the rest of Fatima in this episode is like, I just need y'all to, specifically to the writing, this part I am going to call out because the writing is not clear on what Fatima's position is, and when did Fatima start reporting to this random ass light-skinned woman? Who is this random ass woman? And then if this woman is a lawyer whom Fatima is now working under so that she can get into this entertainment aspect, cool. I don't have a problem with her doing side assignments. And supposedly, allegedly, who knows, y'all, because I don't watch the interviews. So I know that people were telling me that Crystal and Devale have said certain things on various shows, and they said that ZATIMA is 6 months ahead of sisters. Okay, cool. The timelines are not where they need to be so that we can have a cohesive viewing experience, and we have known that for quite a while. Yet and still, if Fatima is being brought out, I feel like that should be communicated. And then also, why are we still doubling down on this narrative of Fatima handling cases by herself, as if she's not a paralegal and as if she is a lawyer? The way that the lawyer in this case is like, well, let me know if you need help and I can do this and this, as if she's the damn assistant or she's the damn law clerk. Like, please. It is not going to kill y'all if you actually have Fatima function within the scope of her goddamn job description. You have her function with less independence and autonomy, because that's what's built into her damn job description. Having a lawyer basically cower and bow down to a paralegal makes no goddamn sense to me. At this point, y'all might as well go ahead and just give her the damn degree, send it to her in the mail from Strayer University or something, and just say that she has it, just so that we can go ahead and move forward, because y'all have her pretending to be a damn lawyer anyway, taking calls with clients, not reporting back and debriefing. Like, there's certain things, it's just like, this doesn't even make any goddamn sense. And it's not that I want less for Fatima, because I actually want more, but the way that specifically within the Tyler Perry universe, and now even with this new writer director for season 4 of ZATIMA, The way that they jump and skip over the very real story elements, Fatima's journey to actually getting her law degree, there's so much that can happen within that. So why are we skipping over and acting as if she don't damn need it, when so much of her character development, so many of the moments that could be relatable to other law girlies who are currently in law school and struggling, the struggle to get through law school is very real. Why the hell aren't we showing that? Also, that we can jump skip to her having this client who quote unquote claims that they want to hold their parents' feet to the fire because their parents have been taking advantage of them, but then they also don't want to read the damn contracts. So you know that you've been taken advantage of, but you also don't want to continue to read don't want to read contracts. That don't actually make no damn sense at all. And it takes Fatima, the paralegal, to tell you that don't make no sense, but you had enough understanding and volition to bring your ass in here and say that you want to sue your former managers and parents because they were taking advantage of you. Meanwhile, you continue to set yourself up to be taken advantage of. It makes no sense. And at this point, this part just gives laziness to me, because it takes nothing for you to flesh out that part of it, for you to give these potential clients or the new clients just a little bit of backstory, just a little bit of something to ground their damn story. The woman came in talking about she's been taken advantage of, been losing money, and wants to free herself, but then in the very next episode refuses to read her contract. Make it make sense. You can't. Okay. Going back to my conversation around black women being the target audience of this show and then how black women are represented, Belinda became a blaring case for me because I was partially here. There's certain things that I feel like you can't come back from, but because they're not firing Belinda, and I actually love the actress, I just hate the character. I'm like, cool, you're not getting rid of her, even though I actually don't want to see her again, and I probably would never forgive a friend like this. We're going to go on her redemption journey. Cool. To do that, you will also have to have her go on some type of moral reckoning, some type of moral reflection. So to have, on the one hand, her wanting to get back in the good graces of Fatima and to do right by Fatima and want Fatima to believe that she's so sorry for what the hell she did and trying to sleep with Zach and get Fatima to leave Zach. But then also you have her now crashing out after Nathan, quote unquote, puts the brakes on their mistress relationship because he's a married damn man, and now all of a sudden she's, oh, he came to get his stuff after she threw him out, but because he's like, oh, it's over, I'm going back to my wife. Oh, my man, what? This is not your man. That marriage license has already said that, and you were treating him like you didn't want him, and now that he's not here, you want him, and this is all that y'all got for Belinda, running after a married man after she tried to hunch on her best friend's fiance multiple times, got shot at by her fiance, but she can lay a weave though. Like, what? Belinda's redemption arc, her redemption journey will not stick the landing if she continues to put herself in a position to be a mistress for a married man. I don't give a damn if he's talking about he was separated. I don't give a damn if he's talking about they even headed for divorce. The fact that she's okay with that particular place in that man's life, knowing full well what's going on, he's not lying to you, says everything that we need to know about her damn moral compass, and that hoe is broken. She is not to be trusted. You're not to be trusted in friendship. You're not to be trusted in relationship. Hell, you can't even be trusted with your damn self, because, girl, this is all you think of yourself. Nathan is what you think of yourself. Nathan is what you think you deserve. Nathan is what you deeply desire. Nathan? Belinda, please. And to that, the person who wrote her this season, please. And then we get to Angela, our fabulous, full-figured, beautiful, beautiful woman who runs into a coworker, colleague, not really sure the connection, in the break room at her job, and compliments how Miss Girl looks, and then attributes said looks to her potentially losing weight. I feel like we've just come way farther than this. We have a greater command of language. We have, to a certain extent, normalized more articulation of feelings in navigating various lived experiences, especially those of larger bodies. So the idea that we've lived with an Angela who has been confident, bold, audacious sexually or within romantic circumstances, uninhibited for sure, and never shied away from how beautiful she is. She did not give insecure to me when it came to her weight. Even with the introduction of her and Bryce as a romantic parent, and her standing up for herself and not allowing herself to be in a circumstance where she would be fetishized by this Asian man, this Asian American man, simply because she is bigger. To now, we are having her journey this season be her considering losing weight because she wants to look good. She already looks good. Y'all gonna have to give me something else. I would much rather y'all would have given her something to contend with, i.e. via health. Like, if there's a health condition that she wants to address. But just seeing a random coworker slim down and to usher in this GLP-1 conversation, I'm just like, please. There's so much more we can do. Does this happen? Yes, but there could be more. There should be more. Why are we having this conversation? Why are we redirecting Angela's storyline? And honestly, I would probably have to rewatch the damn scene because I checked out immediately. As soon as Angela said, "Oh my God, you look so great. Did you lose weight?" I rolled my eyes and started to check out, because what the hell do you mean? What the hell? Angela looks great all the time. There's not a time that she's not putting that on. There's not a time that she's not stepping. But we gonna now reduce her storyline down to that when there's plenty to discuss in reference to her romantic choices. Girl, do you want to be Bryce's friend or not? Why are you actually finding yourself in friendship with this man when you don't want to hunch on him no more? You know he wants to hunch on you, and you know his ass is emotionally unstable and erratic. We still got to deal with that, but now y'all ushering us into a journey of her considering if she gonna get on a GLP-1 so that she can look good when she already looks good. Please, like. I think this episode irritated me more than I let on, and now that I'm talking about it with y'all, I'm truly understanding the level of festivity that I'm arriving at. Now Zach, I've already talked about how he is not doing what needs to be done when it comes to his romantic relationships, but that also mirrors in his life professionally. The way that they have this business running, and they're claiming that Zach is such a businessman. Fatima wants everybody to believe that he's an astute businessman at that. Barely with a damn GED. Meanwhile, Preston and Bryce are the ones setting up all the plays and closing all the damn deals. In this episode, he has to go meet up with Angela to talk about the damn baby shower. So that's why he has to miss a meeting that just popped up so that they can go and get a letter of intent signed for some big ass deal. So Bryce and Preston are going to go ahead and handle it. Meanwhile, y'all don't talk about any of the minutia in between. Zach is now tasked with getting an inspection done, but you don't ever put Zach in a circumstance where he is bringing the clients to the table when he actually found the deal. Everything is Bryce or Preston coming to him with $3 million out of damn nowhere, coming to him with a building that they done found, coming to him with this building that they want to buy, this building that they want to lease. Coming to him, and all he gets to do is say yes or no. And you want me to believe that he's an astute business person? You want me to believe that Zach is doing more than playing solitaire up in that office every goddamn day, when every time we see him, he's not doing anything until one of them or both enters the damn room and starts talking about business? This show is so damn shallow. But they have everything that they need to be able to give us good stories, and you just don't. Carl Barker was an astute accountant, my bad. And we rarely saw him actually in the office, but it was how he moved, how he talked, how he walked, matched up to once we finally got to his arcs, when it came down to like him, the storyline of him having to cut his hair to be professional, and the meetings that he had to take, and this, that, and the third. When we got to those episodes, all of that was lined up to further translate into how we could view Kyle in his damn professional setting. When I said attorney before, I was thinking about Maxine. Same thing. We didn't get that many episodes seeing her in the damn courtroom, or even in her offices, but you knew that she was a damn good attorney because of how the character is set up. Zach is set up to be a slouch romantically, to be a slouch professionally, to be a slouch personally. He's doing the very bare minimum in life and then wanting to be congratulated for it. We do not congratulate fish for swimming. We do not congratulate people for doing the bare minimum. Nobody's handing out medals for doing the bare minimum and or falling behind the minimum various points and asking other people to cover for you. And for me, that also, it becomes blaringly clear every time that they try to push this whole real estate narrative on Zach. Last season, he was struggling with money because Gary made him, took his money, and then the whole thing happened with Bryce and everything, and then magically all of a sudden we're not even addressing how they got their money back and how they back on great financial footing. So much so that he is ordering all types of ice sculptures and big ass corporate buildings so that they can have the baby shower. And Fatima's concerned about that's a whole other okay, let's actually shift into that, because he meets up with Angela to talk about the baby shower. And she lets him know that Fatima thought she was going to have to do it herself. She wanted to keep it small because it was going to be all on her. She didn't think she was going to be able to have help. And he is just hating the idea that Fatima could fathom this. How could she think that I wouldn't want to help? And Angela giving this damn rhetoric. This is how you know that this episode was written by a damn man. Because most men don't. Most men don't even come to the baby shower. Lies and fallacies. Where do we get the trend of black men wearing Burberry shirts at baby showers if the black men aren't coming to the damn baby showers? That is something that everybody knows, because everybody damn do it, but the black men don't come to the damn baby showers. What the hell are we talking about? But okay, Zach is so appalled that Fatima could fathom not having support for the baby shower. She don't even have support for doing your laundry. She don't even have support for taking out half of the damn garbage that you actually accumulate. She don't even have support for doing the damn dishes. Why the hell would she think she would have support with you in doing this? But no, we ain't gonna have that conversation. We gonna relegate it down to, well, men don't be liking to do that type of stuff. So it's implied that you're just such a great man because you want to do this stuff. No, Zach wants to show off. Zach wants to peacock. Zach is constantly performing. This is it. I'm done talking about this episode because I done talked about it more than I damn watched it. Let me know what y'all thought or don't. It's up to you in the comment section down below. She says she loves Talk TV. I'll see you in the next one.